it's Goddess Chrissy, and I'm here to give you guys another reading. The last reading I did was on, the last celebrity reading I did was on Beyonce, and if she's going to be divorcing Jay-Z. Now, believe it or not, I made this video a couple of weeks ago, but again, you know, when Source speaks, intuitively, Source just gave me the message to release the video on YouTube, and lo and behold, like hours later the next day, these allegations against Jay-Z came out. So that reading that I did on is Beyonce divorcing Jay-Z, that was done way before these allegations came out. So I am still going to do a reading on her and her career, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit so that I can get an update on how she's doing right now. And I'm also going to do a reading on Jay-Z, so look out for that as well. And the part 2 to P. Diddy. All right, I want to get right into it. So I have my archetype cards. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I do hope that you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy the videos, and make sure you subscribe. Okay, so I want to see Source, what is okay. All right, so let's see here. Got a nice cozy cover here. All right, just based off of what I've been feeling, let's go with that. Before I start this reading, I felt really overheated, and the last time I felt this way during a reading was with Erica Mena, but that was a different type of energy. That was more along the lines of anger and resentment. And with Beyonce's energy, I feel more so a case of anxiety, like stress, not sure what to do, a lot of pressure, that type of feeling. So that's what I'm getting from Beyonce, like a nervousness. Okay, and it's not a coincidence that I have my cozy blanket here, because Beyonce spends a lot of time in her bedroom, under her covers. She really wants to like escape from the outer world. I know that she was there supporting her daughter at the premiere of the Mufasa movie. But she really didn't want to be there. All of it was a facade. But the feelings, of course, towards her daughter and being proud of her daughter in that moment was definitely present. But she just felt like she wished that it was at a better time, under better circumstances. So it was like a bittersweet moment. Okay, so I'm going to, also it just made me think too, how old is Blue Ivy, because that's also symbolic of these allegations with Jay-Z. Let me check on that. Let me see that. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, so exactly like I thought, Blue Ivy, according to Google, is 12 years old, and she'll be turning 13, I believe in January, which will be, the time I'm making this video, that will be next month. So that's very symbolic as to the allegations against Jay-Z. All of this was done strategically and methodically. Best believe it wasn't a coincidence. And we're going to look at that. We're not looking at that right now during Beyonce's reading, but that just came up intuitively. Blue Ivy's age, and they want people to look at him as a monster and say, wow, you really did this to someone who's the same age as your daughter. Like, you're a monster. That's what they want the whole world to see. Okay, but we're going to stop it there. Let me continue along with Beyonce. But Jay-Z's energy is flowing into Beyonce because she knows with them being married, whatever's going on with him is going on with her. So, all right, let me see here. So, source, what is Beyonce's energy towards her legacy? What is her energy towards her legacy? What's her feelings towards her legacy at this time? Leaving her mark on the world. Okay. Okay, I want to get this here. Here. Okay. Okay. Okay, all right, let's see her personality or her feelings, thoughts on her legacy. Are these all? No, they're not all. Okay, this is in reverse, so I'm going to read the shadow side first. Negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Okay, so that's telling me that Beyonce is doing something behind someone's back, allegedly. Okay, the light attribute of that would be gift for negotiating fair and strategy, respect for both sides of the argument. So right now, according to this card, she's not, well, according to the other person who she's betraying, allegedly, she's not playing fair. She's doing something behind their back. There's a man and a woman here. So there's two people, whether it be a man and a woman or two men, two women, but she is doing something behind their back with a hidden agenda as far as it goes towards her career, because that was the question about her legacy, her career. So she's making decisions behind these people's back, okay? It says a hidden agenda. So she has a hidden agenda that she has going on right now. Child nature. Friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Interesting. So she's trying to remain as stable and humble as she possibly can at this time. She may actually have animals at the house, or an animal that she's close to and nurtures a lot, or she could be going outside, getting some fresh air. But this is interesting that this came up as far as it goes for her career. She is going to nurture her career as much as she possibly can. Like this animal that's being held, her career, her music, all her hard work, she holds close and dear to her. And if you see the shadow side of this, it's abuse of animals, people, and the environment. And she's like, my legacy is not going to go down. Like, I'm going to keep this very close to me. Okay? Okay, here's another card in reverse. All right? Again, it's someone with their hands behind their back. So someone that's doing things that others don't know that they're doing. It was upside down, so I'm going to read it. It says, using power for self-aggrandizement. Now, I don't know what that means, so I'm going to look that up, okay? Hold on. Okay. So this power for self-aggrandizement is basically making someone look as if they're worthier or wealthier than they actually are. And with it being a man here and the prince, I would take that this would be Jay-Z. Now, in my reading, my last reading, I did say that Beyonce does love Jay-Z. You know, she feels like she made her bed and she's going to lay in it. And I do believe that she's standing behind Jay-Z, but she's also doing things either behind his back or behind other people's back, okay? And she is going to make Jay-Z look a lot better than what he actually is, okay? And with this man that's holding the bouquet of roses, that goes to show me that Jay-Z has some things up his sleeve. Okay, he's not a fool. He has some things up his sleeve. So he is going to, I've already seen it in the media. He's already using these resources and tools that he has to clean up the mess that's been put out there. Okay, so like I said, because they're married, his energy is leaning over in her reading as well. But it also goes to show, like I said when I started this reading, whatever goes on with him goes on with her, and it does affect her because they are married. And she obviously knows this with these cards here. For the prince to show up when I asked a question about her legacy goes to show you that she knows that he's a vital key player that can just mess it all up. She's also looking to spirit with that color purple on what she should be doing at this time, how she should be moving forward. And I think that's why she's doing things behind these people's back, because she was advised by some type of spirit entity or whoever she goes to for guidance to do what it is that she's doing. And the advice also was to nurture that legacy that you have and keep it close and dear to you. Okay, not to forget what you were on this planet to do. All right, so that is that. Okay. Now I'm going to use my Mermaid Tarot. I absolutely love these cards. Okay. Let's see here. All right, first question. What does Beyonce think about her career at this time, Source? So she got the Hermit about what she thinks about her career. If you can see, it's in a lantern and it's a light. This reminds me of a show I was watching where the lantern was going in and out. And so she feels like that's how delicate her legacy can be. One simple turn and that light can go out. So she's really focused on making sure that her legacy, her career, doesn't extinguish, that light doesn't go out, that you guys still maintain love for her and interest in what she's doing. Okay, so she is focused on that at this time. How does she feel about Jay-Z after all of this is coming up? She's evaluating her options at this time on what it is that she can do. Again, with her having that pearl in her hand, she does look at Jay-Z as a delicate and as a soul. They're saying a loving soul, someone that she deeply, genuinely cares for and doesn't want to let go. Okay. How does she feel about her kids at this time? Look at her kids. So she wants to maintain the innocence of her children as much as possible. She wants to have them distracted as much as possible so that they don't know what's going on with the outside world. And she also wants to make sure that they have financial abundance, generational wealth. And that's who she says she's doing it all for. She's doing it all for them as well. Okay? What is going to be Beyonce's next move? She's going to talk to the world. She is going to talk to the world. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes out with another album or something like that, because it goes to show her like really trying to communicate with the world and kind of have a type of like victimhood with this. And that came up with when I asked how Kelly felt about Beyonce, and she did feel like Beyonce truly was a victim of her marriage with Jay-Z. So she really is going to cling at the heartstrings of America. Okay. What else is she going to do, Source? Yeah, she's going to be writing. She's going to be writing, guys. I think that Beyonce is getting ready to put out like a heartfelt album. All of this anxiety that she feels, she is trying to release it through writing and through creative means. Okay, how does she feel while she's doing this? Oh, wow. Look at that. Didn't I tell you that she has this feeling of like just wanting to get under the covers and just hide? And that is Beyonce there. But as you can see, she does have someone who's approaching her and advising her, helping her. Okay, that looks like that's a water spirit who is helping her at this time. Okay. We already said that she's a child of Oshun, so that could be Oshun there. That is 5 Pentacles, and I do believe one of Oshun's number is 5. Okay, so that's actually what I want to ask as well. How does Oshun feel about what Beyonce is going through at this time? Oshun, how do you feel about what Beyonce is going through at this time? Okay, I had already said this before. Beyonce really carries the energy of Oshun. I feel as though Oshun is saying to stick by her husband. They have a lot of powerful energy behind them. I do not feel like this is going to be the end of Jay-Z. I feel like with him speaking out was exactly what his guides advised him to do. And I believe that Oshun is saying, do not turn your back on your husband. There is a lot of powerful lineage there of men who have showed their strength on this earth and on different earths and planets, and they're there to assist. And I don't think that anything is going to come of what is going on right now, to be honest. I don't see it. Okay? Alright, I'm just going by what I can see, and I don't see I don't see anything happening with Jay-Z at this time. Alright, so yeah, that's how Oshun feels. Yeah, they're calling for help. It's all hands on deck. Okay. So let me ask, how does the public feel about Beyonce at this time? How does the public feel about Beyonce at this time, sir? Okay, so there's mixed reactions with this. There's a lot who feels like, her family is now being dismantled in a way that should never happen to any family. I really get the feeling, because there's a whole bunch, all of these are kids in here. See the kids being cut by this. You know, here's the family with the baby. And then here's also a little boy who's discovering this. So really, the public people are really identifying with how this may affect their children. It seems like that's what's the main thing. I'm also hearing whatever's done in the dark comes to the light. I'm also getting that as well. They also feel that there is, with that sneeze right there, their blessings. This is getting in the way of their blessings. But there's also people who feel too that, you know, this is a dirty industry, and that things, like I said, that's in the dark will come to the light. Even with that turtle there that's, you know, died from pollution, it's kind of like you've polluted the innocence of the world, and you have to pay for it at some point in time if you are guilty. Who is that person that you see when you wake up in the morning? Is that a person that you're proud of? Is that a person that does right? Okay. Alright, now source, Beyonce had the card of doing things behind other people's back. Can you reveal it to us and what that is? What is she doing behind the scenes? Oh, this card fell out. Okay. I feel like Beyonce is weighing her options. She's seeing what it is that she needs to do to protect herself and protect her assets and her children. So she's basically coming up with her backup plan in case everything goes to shit. Okay. But again, I do see here this is a big fish. This is a whale. And with the strength card, this is a very strong will. I feel like this is Jay-Z. Okay. And I do believe that this is her wanting to help him. Wanting to help him. Like, this is her realizing her power. I do not believe that bottom of the deck, she doesn't want to be heartbroken with losing this part of her. There's Jay-Z as the well, but he's dead. She doesn't want anything to happen to her husband. She is weighing her options on how she can still have it all. Okay. I'm going to end this reading here just because I did a previous reading on Beyonce and her feelings with Jay-Z. It's not much that I can go on with her legacy right now, because with her energy being so attached to Jay-Z's, everything that I'm asking questions to, his information just kind of seeps through. So I'm just going to go directly into doing a reading on Jay-Z to see where his headspace is at, and how he's going to basically move forward after all this has tinted who he is as a person. Okay, kind of left a scarlet letter on him. So I'm going to go into that, and yeah, follow me over there, guys. Okay, so thank you again for watching this brief little quick video on Beyonce, and until next time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right, bye.